What's up guys, Alvaro here, welcome to the bilingual stock market channel again. On this channel we talk about the markets and we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update, so I want to break down some technicals, going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, which are the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I am going to break down from a technical standpoint as well 4 stocks that tomorrow are going to be on the very top of my personal watch list. So without further ado, let's get started. And despite the fact, guys, that my main trading and investment portfolio went up today $1,300, we had a red day all across the board, but I mean a bloodbath, guys. Russell 2000 went down 1.58%, Nasdaq went down 1.06%, S&P 500 down 1.59%, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average went down 2.09%, and the Dow Jones had the worst day so far in 2021. And at some point in today's trading session, the Dow Jones was actually down, I don't know, something like 900 points. So we didn't see a bloodbath like this in the case of the Dow Jones since last year, you know, guys, when we were having, you know, those very tough days when the COVID-19 crash was happening, right? So basically this sell-off, this massive sell-off that we saw today was pretty much, you know, driven because of the Delta variant fears. And we had a bunch of stocks having a good performance today, guys. Peloton, Chewy, Etsy. I think that Tesla also pulled off a green day. So is this good news for higher multiple stocks and growth-oriented stocks? Maybe. We can make the case. On the flip side, guys, and mind you, and I am just, reflecting about this, we have Mrs. Cathy Wood saying that deflation is coming. And take a look at this. The 10-year Treasury yield fell today off a cliff, like literally. So as of now, we find the 10-year Treasury yield down 1.19%, guys. And mind you, the 10-year Treasury yield was a few weeks ago, or let's say a few months ago, at almost 1.80%. So the markets are really feeling that inflation isn't getting out of control. And obviously, if we start locking down cities and, you know, prohibiting people from eating indoors and stuff like that, so if the Delta variant happens to get out of control, then that is going to be negative for the economy, and that is going to pretty much force the Federal Reserve to put off any sort of tapering and needless to say, an increase in the interest rate. So I don't know, guys. Yeah, obviously, and if we see the media, they are saying that this was driven pretty much by fears about the Delta variant. That could very well be the case. But what about deflation coming? And what about the bond market, you know, like feeling that deflation might be coming when we are supposed to be having a lot of inflation coming up because all of the money printing? So I don't know, this is a tough one, guys. And if we take a look at the sectors, so the worst 2 performing sectors in today's trading session inside the S&P 500 were the financial sector down almost 3% and the energy sector down almost 4%. Wow, the energy sector got absolutely crushed because the price of oil went down a lot on the OPEC agreement that was reached on Saturday. So I think, guys, that tomorrow we should have a green day, at least a relief rally. I'm not saying that we cannot go any lower. We can go lower than this. Obviously, this could be just, you know, the beginning of a correction, a 5 or 10% correction, but we cannot go down, you know, just in a straight line. So we're gonna have, you know, wild swings in both directions. So I would say that tomorrow we are likely to have at least a relief rally in the 4 major indices of the United States stock market. And by the way, guys, we have important earnings coming up this week. So tomorrow after close, we're gonna have Netflix, United Airlines, Chipotle, What else do we have tomorrow? That would be the most that would be the most important earnings tomorrow. Then on Wednesday before open, we have Coca-Cola, we have Johnson Johnson, we have Verizon, we have the Nasdaq also reporting earnings. And let me see, then after close, no, nothing important. Then we have AT&T, we have American Airlines, we have DR Horton, we have Southwest Airlines, we have Alaska Airlines. And after close on Thursday, that was before open, all right? AT&T and DR Horton and Southwest, all right? That's before open. Then after close on Thursday, we have Intel, we have Twitter, we have Snap, we have Capital One, and then on Friday before open, because remember guys, whenever a company reports earnings on Friday, it is always pre-market. So we have American Express for the most part and Honeywell. That might be another interesting earnings report to be seen. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500. And first of all, guys, take a look at the RSI. Because you guys know that I was complaining about the RSI of the S&P 500 when it was at 80 points or 85 points. But now we went from an extreme overbought condition, you know, just like a few days ago, to an extreme oversold condition as of now, with the RSI being at 28 points. That's why I am calling out a relief rally in tomorrow's trading session. So the S&P closed today's trading session at 4,258 points. So let me pull up here the 1 day, 1 minute. And we had some sort of relief rally into the closing bell, guys. And we found a good support today at 42.30. All right, let's say 42.30, 42.33. So that level of support held on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions in today's trading session. So needless to say, that is going to be the most important area of lower support in tomorrow's trading session if we happen to see another drop, which could happen, but I think that we are going to see a relief rally. And take a look at the spot where the bulls found support in today's trading session, guys. We cannot make this stuff up. Right at the 180 SMA on the 4 hours. So on Friday, the bulls found support at the 50 SMA on the 4 hour, and today they found support right at the 180 SMA on the 4 hour chart. So if tomorrow we happen to break the lower support of today's trading session, I am going to be looking, guys, at pretty much 4,200. 4,200 is a previous area of lower support in which the bulls of this index already found support on 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before, but it also acted as a resistance for the S&P back on May 26th, and it is also a former all-time high. So I think that if tomorrow we happen to see another important drop, we're talking about a 50 point, we're talking about almost a 60 point drop. That would be a huge drop. I don't think that the S&P is going to go lower than 4,200 with the RSI being so low, guys. And as of now, let me check on something over here. So as of now, we are already almost 4% of the highs, guys, 3.84%. And if tomorrow we happen to test 4,200, we are going to be talking about a 4.5% correction. That is a decent drop, guys. And mind you, that would imply that this index is going to drop 50 more points tomorrow, which, as I just said, guys, with the RSI being so low, I mean, it could happen, but it is unlikely, you know, in my opinion. So if tomorrow we happen to see some sort of relief rally, the most immediate area of resistance for the bulls is going to be 4,270, which is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for the S&P 500 back on May 28th, and it is also a previous area of resistance that acted as such back on June 24th. So let's see what happens over here, guys. I think that we're going to see a relief rally, and if I happen to be mistaken, then watch out tomorrow for a visit down to 4,200 in the case of the S&P 500. And when it comes to the Nasdaq 100, let's go ahead and take a look at the second most important index of the stock market, and the Nasdaq 100 went down today 0.90%, and it closed today's trading session at 14,549 points. And take a look at the RSI, guys. It is at 35 points. I think that the RSI was even lower. Let me pull up here the 1 day, 1 minute. We also saw some sort of a tiny relief rally into the closing bell. So the lower support today was provided by 14,450 points. And if you guys remember what I said in yesterday's video, I said if the Nasdaq 100 happens to have a bloodbath, then I think that the lowest that this index is going to go is going to be 14,400. So I was pretty much in the ballpark with that estimate. So tomorrow, if we happen to see the Nasdaq 100, keep on dropping, which could happen, why not, right? So if this index keeps on dropping, I am going to be looking at 14,400 points as the most important area of lower support, and as resistance, we are talking about pretty much 14,600 points, because we actually closed today's trading session only 50 points below 14,600 points. But this index is starting to look way healthier, guys. So take a look. The RSI is at 35 points, and we are trading between the moving averages. And I said this in the video that we posted yesterday, if we happen to see a drop down to 14,400 points, we are looking at a 4% correction. And I saw a bear that is, a good friend of mine, calling out 14,000 points actually, right, as a possible correction. That would bring the Nasdaq 100 down to the 180 SMA on the 4-hour, and that is going to imply almost a 7% correction. But I don't think that we are going to keep on going down without at least seeing a relief rally tomorrow, or at least on Wednesday. And if we take a look at the Russell 2000, the Russell 2000 looks horrible, guys. It really looks like a falling knife. Take a look at this. The RSI is at 22 points, and we unfortunately broke the lower support, or the lower line of this horizontal channel in which the Russell 2000 has been trading since early February. So I think, guys, that if the Russell keeps on dropping, the next foreseeable area of lower support is going to be pretty much 2,083 points. Yeah, 2,083 points, which is a previous area of lower support in which the bulls of the Russell found support back on March 5th. But I mean, the RSI at 22 points, guys, and you guys know that I am a relative strength index guy. So I think that the Russell is also due for some sort of relief rally if this index is going to keep on dropping, which could happen, obviously. But at least we need to see a relief rally in the case of the Russell 2000. And mind you, if we happen to see a relief rally, then what once acted as a lower support and as a very important area of lower support, the lower line of this horizontal channel at around 2,160 points, is now going to act as a new resistance, because we closed today's trading session at 2,130 points. And now let's go ahead and take a look, as usual, to AMC Entertainment, which went down today 0.97%, and it closed today's trading session at $34.64. So let me zoom in here on the 4-hour and take a look at these, guys. Can I call out here a double bottom formation? It could very well be a double bottom formation on the 4-hour. And I think that if I pull up the 1-hour chart, we are going to be able to see this double bottom formation as well. So if this formation happens to unfold in tomorrow's trading session, we might see AMC paying a visit to the next important area of resistance at around $46. $46 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for the stock of this company back on June 7th, and it also did it back on June 3rd. So that might be a reversal for this downtrend that we can see on the 4-hour. And mind you guys, we are still over here at a very delicate spot because I think that if AMC happens to break the lower support of $31, the next important area in which the stock of this company could find support is going to be at $25.30. $25.30 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for AMC Entertainment back on May 28th. So watch out for that level of support, and let's see if in tomorrow's trading session this double bottom formation keeps unfolding, in which case the next stop for the bulls of AMC is going to be at around $46, and if that area of resistance happens to be broken to the upside, then watch out for AMC paying a visit to the $52 per share. But we are still seeing, I mean, the volume is decreasing once again. And mind you guys, that doesn't imply that a stock or an index can't go higher on low volume. That can happen. But as we are seeing, as long as we keep on seeing this low volume, guys, you can be absolutely sure that no short squeeze is going to be unfolded in the case of AMC. So let's see if tomorrow the bulls of AMC can pay a visit to $46 on low volume. That could happen if this double bottom formation keeps on unfolding, and as of now, it is going on, guys. I mean, if I zoom in here, yeah, this is a clear double bottom formation, guys. So fingers crossed to all the bag holders out there of AMC Entertainment. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Wkhs, Wkhs. And mind you guys, take a look at this. Wkhs happen to have a green day today. Unbelievable. Up 0.45% in the middle of an absolute bloodbath. How about that, huh? So people were selling out of JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, I don't know, Tractor Supply, Caterpillar, and they were buying Wkhs. SPCE also had a green day. Funny how it works. Okay, let me zoom in here on the 4 hour. And since Wkhs had a green day today, guys, what about Wkhs maybe paying a visit tomorrow to $13? $13 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for Wkhs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 occasions before. So we are talking about a previous area of lower support that was broken to the downside and that now is going to act as a new resistance on the way of Wkhs to the upside. So that is going to be the next important area of resistance if I happen to see Wkhs, guys, bursting above $13 on good volume. I might take a momentum trade because you guys know Wkhs. This is a very volatile stock. So I think that if Wkhs happens to be able to take on $13, as I just said, on good volume and momentum, this is a stock that can easily fill the gap up to the next important area of resistance for this stock at around $18. $18 is a critical area of resistance in which the bulls of Wkhs already failed on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 occasions before. And what about, guys, and I'm thinking, I'm just, you know, thinking to myself over here, because we still have a clear death cross over here on the 4 hour. What happens if Wkhs pays a visit to the next important area of lower support for the stock of this company at around $9.40? I think that if I happen to see Wkhs paying a visit to $9.40, and if I happen to confirm from a technical standpoint that the stock of this company found a good support over there, I might be tempted, guys, to pick up, I don't know, like 100 or 150 shares of Wkhs as a speculative play. And take a look at how $9.41 is a previous area of lower support in which the bulls of Wkhs already found support on 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before. So from $9.40 up to $13, we are looking at a almost 30% profit, guys. And as a momentum play from, let's say, $13.30 up to $18, we are looking at a 28% profit as well. So watch out for Wkhs, guys. Either paying a visit to $9.40 and finding a good support over there, or bursting above $13 and possibly filling the gap up to the $18 per share. And now let's go ahead and take a look at CCL, Carnival Cruise Line, and this is a stock that got absolutely killed in today's trading session. So CCL, or Carnival Cruise, went down today almost 6%, guys, 5.74%, and it closed today's trading session at $19.72. And take a look at the RSI, guys. It is at 20 points. So in the case of CCL, guys, what could happen if in, I don't know, a matter of 2 or 3 weeks, we start to have good news about the Delta variant? Like, the death cases are going down, and the infection rate is also going down. So what could happen? Is Carnival Cruise still going to go down if we start, getting good news about the Delta variant? If, this situation that we saw today is actually an overreaction of the markets, I think that this could be a reopening play. And as of now, guys, Carnival Cruise is something like 40% of its highs. And I think that people are going to go, on a cruise as soon as, this situation of the Delta variant goes away. That's what I believe. And this company is in a good position from a financial standpoint. They were raising money when the stock of this company was going up. So I think that this might be a fair and valid reopening place, guys. And at these levels, I think that Carnival Cruise is very, but very attractive. So if tomorrow CCL happens to pay a visit to $19, I am going to be very, but very tempted, guys, to at least, pick up 50 shares. What could go wrong, right? I mean, the world isn't going to end, at least in my opinion, because of COVID-19. I think that, the worst is pretty much already behind us, and this is an overreaction. That's my opinion. So $19 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for the stock of this company back on December 18th. So if I happen to start, a small position, a small swing position, by the way, just in case, because I might be wrong about the Delta variant, even though I believe that I am right. So in that case, my price target is going to be the next important area of resistance for CCL at around $24. $24 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for the stock of this company back on March 25th. It also did it back on March 5th, and it also did it back on February 22nd. If I could take this trade, as I just said, with only 50 shares, guys, I'm not gonna be greedy just in case, because you never know, right? So if I happen to be able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could be locking in a profit of 20%. So if I purchase 50 shares, I could be blocking, a nice profit. So watch out for CCL, guys. I don't think that the Delta variant is the end of the world. I think that we're going to get past it. And I think that $19 is a very fair price to pick up some shares of Carnival Cruise, taking into account that the stock of this company is almost 20% of its highs. And I think that people are going to go on a cruise in a massive way sooner rather than later. And the last stock of this video is going to be another stock that got absolutely murdered today, JP Morgan. So JP Morgan went down today, guys, 3.25%, and it closed today's trading session at $146.97. So guys, SPCE went up. Virgin Galactic had a phenomenal day today. So people were buying SPCE instead of buying JP Morgan. I mean, sometimes we see crazy stuff when it comes to the stock market, guys. So, and mind you, JP Morgan reported earnings last week, and they reported very good earnings. So if tomorrow I happen to see the financial sector, or the ETF that tracks the financial sector, XLF, having some sort of recovery day, and if JP Morgan happens to find a good support at around $147. We're almost there because JP closed today's trading session at $146. $146.97. So if tomorrow I happen to see JP Morgan wandering at around $147 or slightly above $147, that is going to be a very attractive price to my eyes, guys, because $147 is a previous area of lower support in which the bulls of JP Morgan already found support on 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before. So if I happen to start this position, my price target, and mind you, this is going to be pretty much a swing trade. I think that purchasing shares of JP Morgan at $147 deserves being patient. So if I happen to start this trade, my price target is going to be the 180 SMA on the 4 hour at around $157. If I happen to be able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could be potentially locking in a profit of almost 7%. And mind you guys, what happens if the financial sector happens to have another bloodbath in tomorrow's trading session? What happens if JP Morgan visits $143? In that case, I am going to be purchasing shares of JP Morgan in a very aggressive way, guys. $143 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for the stock of this company back in February, and it also acted as a resistance back on January 15th. So watch out for JP Morgan tomorrow, guys. Either bursting above $147 and finding a good support over there, which would be a good sign for the financial sector and for this stock, because it could be gathering momentum in order to make a push higher, or maybe paying a visit to $143, which in my opinion, guys, is a very attractive price in order to pick up shares of JP Morgan. And take a look at the RSI, guys, 29 points. Unbelievable. We hadn't seen, guys, JP Morgan trading with the RSI being so low since mid-June. So watch out for that, guys. I think that this is a legitimate discount in the case of JP Morgan, and the stock of this company and the financial sector in general terms is due at least for a relief rally. And with JP Morgan, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember, and keep in mind, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays, 3 or 4 hours after the market closes. So if you want to get all of the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, but most importantly, here and there, when the volatility of the market lets me do it, I am making call-outs about the stocks that I am about to purchase throughout the trading session. So if you also want to have access to that information, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well at Bilingual Stock Market. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow once again, 3 or 4 hours after the market closes. Peace out.